holidays are fastly approaching, and some of us are trying to get a bit of shopping done either for ourselves or a loved one. Whichever the case, who doesn't love a great deal on some awesome products? In this episode, I'm going to be giving you 5 great tech pickups under the $50 price tag. So let's talk. First up on the list, we have the sleek versatile keyboard by Anker. It has a slim profile and it's packed with the wireless Bluetooth capability that will work with a multitude of devices. You can actually pair this thing up with your iOS device, your Android device, and even your Windows or Mac computer. This is a plus because it doesn't limit you to one device or even one platform for that matter. So you don't have to worry about purchasing a new keyboard if you intend to use this with multiple devices. Now, I personally love this option because prior to purchasing this one, I made that sad mistake of buying a keyboard that was Windows compatible only. So to now have a keyboard that works with all 4 major operating systems, I'm feeling good to go and using this with just about all of my devices. It even pairs up easily. All I had to do was literally turn it on, click connect on the device I wanted to pair it up with, and that was it. Once I was finished and returned back to use it again, it saved me some setup time and headache by automatically connecting to my last paired device. However, in the event that it doesn't pair up automatically, you still have the option to manually place it into pairing mode. And on top of that, the battery life on this keyboard is a staggering 6 months of power. As for charging this thing, the micro USB charging cable is included in the package, so you're good to go there. Now, most importantly, the quality of this keyboard isn't sacrificed at all with this low price tag, as using it was fairly similar to using my Magic Keyboard, the old version that is, as I didn't find myself stumbling amongst the keys trying to get acquainted with something different than the previous keyboard I had grown accustomed to using. So this definitely gets my recommendation to all of you that are looking for a versatile, low profile keyboard. Now, when it comes to solid foam protection with the slim profile, Poetic Case has you covered. This right here is the Affinity series, providing you with a more solid grip with the anti-slip rigid texture edges to cover your potentially slightly slippery phone. This is definitely one of my current favorite cases. I like it primarily because of its rugged protection and clean design. It's a clear case so you can sport the true color of your device while keeping it safe from accidental drops and scratches. On top of that, all corners of your device are covered. You even have protection fully along the bottom that covers your speakers with a clear accent. Ports are also still easy to access, plus you have that lay on the table design as the edges of the case are slightly raised over the screen. Now, the case itself feels nice in hand with a solid feel that allows your mind to rest a bit knowing your device is safely protected. It didn't add much bulk either in terms of thickness, as it maintains a very minimal profile. So this is a great deal for premium protection with a slim profile for a number of devices. Now, speaking of a slim profile, this power bank by VinSync delivers tons of juice while keeping it sleek and clean. Packing 20,000 milliamps of power, you can charge multiple devices up with ease. Now, if you're curious, what does 20,000 milliamps mean to you? Let's put it like this. Your device contains a battery that is stated to be blank milliamps. This charger has 20,000 milliamps. So for example, my iPhone 6s Plus has a 2750 milliamp battery. 2750 goes into 20,000 7 or so times, so that means I can charge my iPhone 6s at least 6 to 7 times with this battery pack on a single charge alone. Now that's impressive. The power bank comes with 2 USB ports, so you can juice up to 2 devices at once. You also have the port to recharge your power bank and a touch display to show you how much juice you have left on your power bank. In addition to that, you're safe from scratches with its plastic and aluminum body. Now you add that on top of being compact and you have an ideal way to keep your devices up and running while on the go. So with this addition to your accessories, you can stay charged up for days with this thing. Another great item to take a look at under that $50 price tag are these inexpensive cables from Cheerio. I have the 2-in-1 USB cable and also the Cheerio Play cable, and both work great, especially when you're out and about. How I see it, it's nice to be able to take one cable that has both a lightning connector and micro USB end. That way you don't have to worry about keeping up with 2 cables because you have the best of both worlds in one. Now the cable is your average length and will successfully sync and charge your Android or Apple device. Plus this 2-in-1 cable option has a unique but yet eye-catching light up feature charger when it's plugged in, which might I add, as minimal as that might be to some, it's still kind of cool. If you want a shorter cable, you can check out the plate cable, or as I like to call it, the mini cable. You have the option to purchase it with the lightning end or micro USB end. So okay, you might be wondering, why would you want to use a USB cable that is this ridiculously short? But in all honesty, it's convenient and it has its own purpose. I found it most useful when I was using an external battery pack to charge to my device, and also when I was using my USB hub that at one point was boggled down with long cables. It's also nice to have as that just in case cable because its compact size makes it rather easy to simply tote on your keyring or bag, or to just have whenever you need it. Either option you choose, these cables make inexpensive, versatile options to power up your device. Now let's rewind things back a bit. I showed you a cable infested USB hub just a few seconds ago. Now this particular charging station can simplify things for you by giving you a central area to charge your devices. Not only that, it looks good while doing so. It pushes out up to 30 watts through its 5 USB ports. And taking a look along the top, you have these nifty cooling holes to keep things at a minimal temperature. And aside from that, you have your charging ports and the port that gives this thing power. It's compact and it looks great along your desk or nightstand. You no longer have to hog up multiple wall ports and numerous adapters thanks to this little accessory. You just grab your charging cables and plug in your precious devices into this thing and get all the juice you need in one central place. And I found it even more handy when you're traveling because you don't have to keep count of adapters, cables, and possible outlets to power up your devices while you're on the go. Instead, you just take this charging station and a few cables, find one free outlet, and be done with it. So I see this as a great investment to keep things more minimal for you. But that sums up my top 5 recommendations for holiday gifts. If you want to purchase any of these or just take a look at them to find out more information about them, links are going to be down below in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do to that like button down there. And if you want to stay further updated on what's going on with Tech Me Out, my social links are below. In the meanwhile, I do have other videos, so if you have more time, I'm going to have one annotated right here that you can check out. So that sums everything up for this one. As always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.